Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another YouTube video that we do on this series, Three Fellas Listen, where we listen to an album and we give our opinions on it. My name's Jack Jump. I'm the host, just a guest here. I'm just a guest, but I am sometimes the host of this YouTube series. And you might notice that we are missing a member here. We're missing CPH. And I have one thing to say to CPH. This is a bad video to miss out on, baby. This is a bad video to miss out on because I feel like a little bit of a gangster myself, and I feel like I might let this bad boy sing, and
Yeah,
you're not right now.
CPH is a sucker, bro.
He is a sucker
He's
MC.
he's he's a coward for not being
He
on
is
this
a
video.
coward.
I mean, honest to
I
God.
agree. I
By the
agree
way,
completely.
I'm Liam. This is my YouTube channel. Jack, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Lee.
This is episode 21 of the Three Fellas Listen, although this is just two fellas today, obviously. And
Hmm.
we are diving into our longest album yet, not even close.
Hmm.
The Bob Dylan one was long, but this one is twice as
It's
long.
twice as long.
I
Yeah.
think, like to the dot.
Yeah.
So, it, it's a doozy. It is a doozy. We are doing All Eyes on Me by Tupac Shakur. But his artist's name is just Tupac,
With the
and it
two.
is his fourth album. Jack, did you know that? I did not realize he had that many albums, to be honest.
I did
Um,
not know that.
it is the final one released in his lifetime. He did have one come out after this that I guess he was had input on. And this has an awful lot of features. You got, I'm not going to name them all now, but you got Dr. Dre, of course, Snoop Dogg, Method Man, Redman, Nate Dogg, ton of guest producers. And the background of this is he went to jail, and Suge Knight, who is a op of the channel, we don't like Suge Knight here,
Yeah, off the
and
channel.
Mr. Jimmy Iovine, who some of you might know him as being just one of those guys that has a lot of money in the music industry, bailed him out, and they said, "Hey, you need three albums for us if we're bailing you out of jail." And he said, "Okay, sure." So he
Valid.
made two albums in one to
That's a good
cover
deal to
that.
me. I just want to point that out. That's a good deal. Getting bailed out of jail and making three albums, I'd do that.
I would do it. I
Yeah, I would
wouldn't
do
do
it.
well, Jack. I would not do well in jail.
Yeah, yeah. Lord
No.
knows I would not either.
Yeah, I'm too pretty. Okay.
I'm too Irish.
Yeah. As far as that, other than that, this is the lyrically apparently, it is a little bit different than his other albums, where it's more kind of an upbeat, fun album. A lot of it kind of deals with just day-to-day life things, not as socially aware, maybe.
Hmm.
A lot of it has to deal with him coming out of jail and his reaction to that. Uh, and it is an absolute doozy of an album. So, should we just get right into it?
I reckon. I mean, is there
Well,
anything you want to say beforehand, or
have you heard this before?
I had not like you said on the phone the other day. There is a lot more songs than I realized that I knew on it, but this is an incredibly popular album, so I guess it makes sense. But no, I never heard it all the way through. If I saw an album was 2.5 hours almost, I don't think I would ever really listen to it unless it was for something like this, to be honest.
I feel like I have heard this all the way through just because I know so many songs on it that I
Yeah.
didn't even like. I was like, oh wait, yeah, I know this one. So
Uh-huh.
I find it hard to believe I've listened to this all the way through before, but I've heard a good bit of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Hmm.
Who should go first here?
You
Since
can go first, Lee.
CPH is screwing this up too.
Since you're his brother, since you're in the bloodline, you can go first.
Yeah, so I'm being punished. So this is divided into two albums, book one
Hmm.
and book two. I don't know if you caught on to that.
Wait,
Um,
how about I do the first album first? I'll go first, and then the second album you go first.
oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You like that? All right. I have to pull up the track list here. Give me a second. Can you still see me?
Uh, I'm not looking. Yeah, I can still see you.
All right. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. Song one, Ambitions as a Rider. Am- Ambitions as a rider. Um, I mean, this is probably, other than California Love, probably his most famous song ever.
Mhm.
Um, and I can see why. I mean, this is a banger, dude. I like this song. I think the piano's kind of cool. You could tell, like, it sounds very, like, not like creepy, but somebody's like, huh,
It's a bit
huh,
ominous,
huh.
isn't it?
It's a bit ominous. Yeah, and I like that. Um, I think I really like the snare on this. It's like kind of like a type thing. That sounds really cool. And I'm gonna say this a lot in this album. Uh, there's maybe one or two times I'll say the opposite of it, but I fully buy them. I fully am like, oh yeah, no, this motherfucker is tough. But this is such a sick album opener, especially for such a long album. I like the song a lot. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to echo that sentiment, Jack. I'm a big fan of the song. Always have liked this song. It is a great album opener. The beat is made by, I'm gonna have to adjust some of the lingo and language I use by that guy Daz, that boy Daz, that fella Daz, that brother Daz.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of words that we're not allowed to say, and that we also just say wrong. We're going to be very white in this
Yeah.
episode.
Now we can say it, but we're choosing not to.
Hmm. Yes, we
So
are.
yeah,
Just keep that in mind, everybody.
just yeah, keep that in mind. Now CVH, I don't know what he
Oh,
would say.
he'd scream it,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, he's crazy. It's probably good he's not
He's
on this video.
yeah, that is
Uh
true.
yeah, it's a great beat. The piano is great. I like how the beat builds a lot. Great lyrical
Mhm.
performance, great flow from the man Tupac. Um I also like Jack, I'm surprised you didn't mention this. The Let's Get Ready to Rumble as a
Oh,
WWE guy. I thought you would have mentioned that.
that's not the WWE guy. He only comes in during the Royal Rumble, but he's more of a UFC boxer type.
Oh, sorry. Well,
It's okay, just don't let it happen again.
I don't really know what else to say about this other than this is a perfect
It's an
song.
iconic song, man. Yeah, it's an
It's an
iconic
iconic
song. This
song.
is this is such a
Iconic.
good song.
It's a great song.
All right, next up, All About You. I will say by far, maybe more than any song we've reviewed in this entire channel's history. I don't know if any single line's gotten stuck in my head more than any other city we go. That part, like,
More than
oh
the
my dude,
Marrakesh Express.
America now, I don't, that is close. That is really close. But oh my God, this song was just stuck in my head so much. I see the same hoes. Oh my God, dude, this song was stuck in my head a lot. It's also interesting. I don't know if, like, how there are like some rappers that have names um that are like similar, like Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Nas X, like Lil or
Uh-huh.
Young or stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't know if Dog is like that because I never heard of Nate Dogg before, and obviously Snoop Dogg is super popular. So I don't know if that's similar to those or not, but I think all the features were pretty good
I
in
think
this song.
they're cousins.
Oh, that probably, yeah, I think that would make sense. I think they did say they were related or something. I don't know. But anyway, I like this song a lot. It really got stuck in my head for quite a long time after listening. I think that chorus is just like so, like, almost over the top. It's kind of silly, but also just like it works for me. So I liked it.
I'm with you, bro. It works for me too. And Nate Dogg,
Mhm.
he's kind of known as being like the West Coast, like he does the hooks and songs.
Yeah,
Um, and I don't know why. Like, I guess he was the only guy in their neighborhood that could like sing a little bit.
yeah,
Because it's not like he's like an amazing singer, but something about
yeah.
him, he just like this.
It
I don't
just
know if you
works.
know the song "Regulate" by Warren G. Same thing. He does the hook in that. So yeah, this has a lot of features on it. It's got Snoop Dogg, obviously. Um, who else has it got? It's got Nate Dogg, Hussein Fatal. How could you
Hussein
affect?
Fatal.
How could you
Wow.
forget Yaki Gaddafi and Drew Down? Now I've never heard of any of these guys before, but they're
Yaki
all
Gaddafi.
yeah. They're all just doing a bang up job at this song. This is just like perfect West Coast summertime hip hop song. Like it
Oh
is
yeah.
supremely cheesy, and I would even argue it probably hasn't aged that well, but it's a damn good song. Music video is good too. I was watching that. And to the lady at the end, bro, if you're gonna be a one rapper's music video, don't be in all their music videos. I mean, for crying out loud.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, ridiculous. T That's some serious Swifty energy that girl's giving off at the end there.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't want to
Yeah.
say
No.
that, but I'm gonna say it early in the
I
video.
mean, of course, yeah. You
A
got to
lot of
get it.
these
You
songs
got to
he
get him
could
out
honestly, in a
quick.
lot of these songs he could be rapping about Taylor Swift if I didn't know any better. If I didn't know the timeline that
Hmm.
she was probably like 3 years old or
Yeah.
probably older than
Well, did
that.
you know that she actually tried to take credit for killing Tupac?
What? Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah.
She
Yeah, she
took
did. I don't
Jesus
think she's even
Christ.
10 yet. I don't think she's even 10 years old, but
Probably not.
she tried to say that she was in the car and did a
She said,
drive-by and
you
killed
know, I
Tupac.
did hear that. I remember her. She
Hmm.
was saying in an interview, not all that. It's from a while ago, so people have kind of flown under the radar. Swifties have kind of
Yeah.
stopped. They turn a blind eye to it.
Right.
But yeah, no, she did say that she was in a drive-by and killed a famous rapper from the West Coast, and
Yeah,
later said it was
yeah, well, she couldn't say outright that it was Tupac, but she was like, it took me 2 seconds to
un.
hock that
Yeah,
out of my brain who it
yeah,
was.
you're ridiculous. I've said
I
this
mean,
on the channel before. I don't think it's the last time I'll say it. Girl, get a grip.
get
That's
a grip. Hey, get a job. How about
yeah.
this? Here's a job application. Ooh, boo, boogeyman job
Yeah,
application.
exactly. But yeah, it's a great song. Love this one.
All right, next up, Scandalous, featuring Nate Dogg. Uh, I really liked the instrumental on this a lot. I think the beat was really cool. This is kind of to me where it really started sounding super West Coast. And the biggest, I'll echo this at the end as well, but the biggest thing that this album really made me like appreciate um is like the hip hop albums that I love, like the Kendrick Lamar hip hop albums and all the like newer West Coast type stuff. Because it's just like, oh wow, I did not realize how much of an homage that he was paying to these type of like 90s West Coast albums because it just sounds like it almost sounds like it's making fun of itself to an extent. But I mean that in the best way. Like it is just so purely like West Coast, West
G-Funk.
Coast hip hop, G funk, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like the instrumental here. Um, I think although All About You is more catchy, I prefer Nate Dogg in this one.
I
Just
agree.
like in a vacuum, I would prefer Nate Dogg. Although, again, All About You is probably more catchy. Uh, I like this one a lot too. I mean, so far we're batting 3 for 3.
I
We're batting
like this
thousand.
one. I don't think I like it as much as the first two, and we'll of course get to that at the end of the video. Um,
Mm.
that, but it's a good one, and yeah, I'm with you. Like, you can't deny the production on this album, and this is also that brother Daz, that guy
Yeah,
Daz, what a that guy Daz,
that
that
fella Daz.
that bro Daz.
Yeah.
He's killing it on the beats on this, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, you can say it a million times. Tupac is obviously a great lyricist and has incredible flow as a rapper, but the whole production as a whole, honestly, it's impressive how good it sounds. I mean, it is the late '90s, so we're kind of in the modern era of production to an extent. And I with you, it is
Yeah.
does kind of seem like a parody of itself at times, but it sounds. I kind of am getting to realize, like, yeah, wait, I actually like G-Funk a lot, and
Yeah. And I do
I
mean that
like
in the
this
best
style.
way.
Yeah. I
I-
didn't think you didn't. I didn't think you didn't.
Good. As long as oh man, sorry, I almost burped there. All right, what's up? Next. Got My Mind Made Up.
Ooh.
Um this was the first one where I kind of it's kind of falling into the same pattern a little bit for me. Where again it did like I obviously wouldn't mistake this for like a Scandalous or anything like that, but it did give me the same kind of vibe that Scandalous was going for, and I think Scandalous did a little bit better. That doesn't mean that it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. But I did. I did like Scandalous just a little bit more. And so far this is probably my least favorite on the first half of the album.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Jack. I love this one. This is a great song. It features the Dog Pound, which
Oh,
is, yeah, that's a hip hop duo featuring Corrupt and Daz Dillinger.
uh-huh.
Um,
I wonder if that's
I
that fella Daz.
It is. It is. It is that fella Daz. Daz Dillinger is his other name. Um, so he produces this one too. I like the little like keyboard, like electric piano thing on it. This is one of my more favorite beats.
Hmm.
And this is I do like the hip hop posse tracks as a total in the genre. And Method
Uh-huh.
Man and Redman are on here who made a lot of music together, and they're a good rap duo as well. So I really like Method Man's style. He's the only man to be on a Tupac and Biggie Smalls song, interestingly enough.
Oh
So
wow, that's a
he
pretty
had a lot
fucking
of yeah,
big
he had a
claim to
lot of
fame.
crossover appeal. He's also in the New York Jets Fan Hall of Fame. So
That's just bonus points.
yeah, it's just give him the brownie points. And
Yeah.
so that was cool. And I will say I at the very end of the song, I don't know if you caught this, but you do hear a guy go, INS the Rebel. And I was like, wait a second, that's Inspector Deck, also the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh wow.
And I was like, what's that guy doing? Did they just get this guy to hey, here I am, shout out. But
Yeah.
apparently he had a verse on this that got cut. So of course, me being
Interesting.
me, Inspector Deck's one of my favorite rappers. I had to look it up, and it is on the
Hmm.
internet, and it is probably the best verse on the song. I don't know why they cut it.
Really?
It would have made it longer, but it's already so long. Who cares? They should have just kept it in there.
Yeah.
So I like this one.
All right. Next up, How Do You Want It? I like this one a lot, actually. I like the hook a lot. How do you want it? How do you feel? That I like that a
Mhm.
lot. Um, uh, I will say this is one of the first ones where I thought Tupac was probably the worst part, at least vocally and rap wise, was the worst part of the song. Um, that again, that doesn't mean that he did bad or anything. Obviously, he's one
Doesn't
of the
mean you
best
don't
rappers
like him
ever.
as a
But like,
person.
yeah, no, of course, he's a friend of the channel, friend of the channel, friend of the channel. Um, but I just liked the Casey and JoJo
Yeah, shout out
part.
to Casey and
Just
JoJo. This is
yeah,
a great hook. One of the better hooks
yeah,
on the album. I also like the
yeah,
part, it must be like the second verse where the beat kind of cuts out and it's like there's that sound that's just going bung, bung.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool. Um
yeah.
yeah, this is kind of in the vein of All About You, I would say. Kind of the happy upbeat, just driving
Uh-huh.
around with a convertible in the West
Oh yeah.
Coast,
Oh yeah.
California. This is a good one. I like it. Johnny J
Hmm.
produced this one, by the way.
All right. All right. Two of America's Most Wanted is up next. I will say this has one of the coolest lines that I remember, at least from this one, where he goes, "Picture perfect, and I paint a perfect picture." I was
Yeah,
like, "Damn, that's a bar. That's a bar."
that's a bar, bro.
Um, but no, yeah, I thought this was really cool. Again, this is another example of something where I was like, dude, I'm buying everything that he's selling right now. Like, I fully am like, if I were to see this guy, I'd be fucking terrified. Like,
Yeah.
he would, like, he could fuck me up. Now Snoop Dogg, I don't buy that. I think I could very easily fuck up Snoop Dogg.
Hope he's so
But
high, bro.
yeah, he's so high. He's just so he's like my height, but he's like 100 pounds less. Like, dude, I would just snap you like a twig. This is me officially calling out Snoop Dogg, by the
Yeah, I was
way.
gonna say, is
Uh,
this official? He's also like 60 years
I'm about to
old.
say he's like way older than me. I'm just kidding, Snoop Dogg, for seeing this. Nah, I wouldn't do anything to you. But no, yeah, I like this song a lot. I think this is one of my favorites on the first half of
I
uh of the album.
I agree. It's a great song. I've always liked this one, dude. And yeah, for those that don't know, Snoop Dogg used to actually be a rapper before he was in commercials and things
Before he
like
did
that.
everything else.
Yeah, before he did everything else, he was a pretty decent rapper.
Yeah.
And man, dude, him and Tupac had a very good dynamic on this one. I love the back and forth.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I think I like Tupac's um, parts better on this one. This is a great low end beat, and I love when Tupac comes in and he goes, "Show enough, I got my hand on the gun, and they got me on the run." Sorry, guys. I don't think I did it justice, but that's a killer part. Yeah, this is a great song.
Yeah. All right, next up, no more pain. This is about him getting out of jail, and he's back on the streets. He's saying, "Hey man, I'm still gonna fuck you up. Don't think that jail changed me. In fact, it made me worse."
I didn't learn any
So
lessons.
I
Yeah,
learned, yeah, I didn't learn a single thing. And I was listening to this, and I was like, I wonder if, because I was kind of waiting for like the all like the fear that all the parents in the '90s felt when they heard this shit for the first time. And I was like, so far, I was like, this just kind of sounds like a nice album. I mean, it's like, fun, like kind of upbeat, jumpy type stuff. And this was the first time I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, this is like him saying that he's been to jail and he'll kill people again and stuff. But like, this kind of this song is like when I first was like began to think of like, all right, maybe this like almost like philosophically in terms of like society, where it's like it's insane that I mean this album came out 30 years ago, but it's not that long, but it was just like, damn, if this album came out now, nobody would give like a fuck about it in terms of like oh my God, it's poisoning the youth, Like
yeah.
nobody would think that. And it's just kind of funny that like I was like, damn, times have changed so much that like I think maybe it's because they say the N-word a lot and like they're saying like that they like kill people and stuff, which is like not that big of a deal. But anyway,
Yeah,
I like this song.
yeah.
I thought it was cool for what it was, but honestly, I thought it was a little. I think that this was supposed to kind of be like the big like eye-opening like oh my God, let's scare the white people moment of the album, and I just didn't really
It
care
didn't.
that
It didn't
much.
work. It didn't work on Jack.
Yeah, no, I'm a tough whitey.
Yeah.
I'm a tough white boy.
Yeah. I feel like this is the point in the album where I'm starting to feel like the length of it a little bit. Like
Yeah,
we just went from like 4 or 5 fun songs in a row with features and Snoop Dogg and Method Man and all these like. Now this is just Tupac alone, and it's got that like very stereotypical. This is almost like a trap beat almost in
yeah.
its stylings, like the piano. This is produced by Devonte Swing, friend of the channel. We love Devonte Swing.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so and also RZA, interestingly enough,
Oh wow, I did not
because
know that.
this is the I come to bring the pain, something
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah,
That is completely from Method Man song Bring the Pain. So for West Coast East Coast hip hop, awful lot of Wu-Tang going on.
yeah.
Um,
For real.
so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, this song's okay. It's kind of boring. It is like the most like tough guy song on the album, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which
yeah.
as a tough guy
Um,
myself, I can appreciate that. But it's not. It's a fine song. It's fine.
yeah, yeah.
It's fine.
We'll give Mr. Shakira a pass on this one.
Yeah,
All right, Hearts of Men. I liked the beat on this one a lot. I thought it was really cool. I liked how they had like the vocal. It almost sounded like it was like a moaning in the back. That was kind of like the hook. Um, I think the drum beat on this one was really really cool. I think his Tupac's performance on this is one of his best. I think this is like an underrated performance as far as Tupac goes. I think he's rapping really good on this one. Um, but yeah, no, I do agree with you that I am at this point kind of starting to feel like, all right, this is like we're not even we're like maybe 40% of the way through the album at this point, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this is a long album. But
right.
I do still like it. I think this is kind of an underrated one in terms of where it's placed in the album. Didn't really do it any favors, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. So I like this one too. I like the beat on it as well. Um, that's really all I had to say about it. It's a pretty good one. Not a standout for me. I like the
Hmm.
saxophone. This is just a very classic hip hop beat. And yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's a good performance from Mr. Pac.
yeah. All right, life goes on. I thought this was kind of cheesy, to be honest. I think this is like where it kind of sounds like a parody of like West Coast hip hop, but like not really in like a fun way. Like I think it like this is what you know I just didn't like it. Like I don't know. I thought it was pretty like it was just like kind of it was like trying to be sentimental, but like didn't really kind of commit to it enough. Where he was still trying to be like a tough guy and stuff. And I just didn't really buy it. This is an example of someone I was like, I don't buy what you're selling right now. Like I do not believe you. Um, Not to say that he hasn't experienced heartbreak. He's probably experienced more heartbreak than we have, or maybe, ever
I don't know,
will.
man. I don't know. I've experienced a lot of heartbreak.
I'm a Jets
Uh,
fan. Eh.
yeah, I wasn't even thinking that, but I was more making a joke. But screw you, bro. But hey, Geno Smith's gonna take us to the promised land.
I bet he will.
As soon as he
I bet
stops
he
getting
will.
speeding tickets, we're good. So, by the way, did you see that he got like three speeding tickets within the span of like the past month? And like
Yeah,
he didn't
didn't
have
his
a
like baby
driver's
mama
license like three times
didn't his
every
baby
time.
mama say like he's like a shitty dad or something?
Yeah, like that he got released from charges of domestic thing. He got that was fine. Everything's good on that. But he also has gotten like three speeding tickets in New Jersey and Florida. And he like doesn't have the right registration for any of the cars. He doesn't have his license. Like, bro, you're 35.
You are nowhere near good enough at football to be doing all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. He should be a rapper, honestly, bro, with the
Yeah.
stuff he gets himself into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep it brief on some of these ones that are in the middle of the
Yeah.
album and less exciting. This one is cheesy for sure. It's a little sad, you know. I can respect what he's talking about, but it's just, you know, hey, there's a heaven for a G. I get it, but
Yeah.
it's also just like not relatable really for anybody because it's
Yeah.
like he's, I get what he's saying. I get he had like a hard upbringing and whatever, but it's just kind of it's a cheesy ballad.
Yeah, it is. It is a cheesy ballad. All right, only God can judge me. Um, I think this song is way too long, to be honest, for what it was. It's like 5 minutes long, and I get the story that he's trying to say, and I can respect it too. But I'm also like, brother, get all right. Let's wrap it up here. Like
Get a
again,
grip.
same point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same point where it's like, all right, we've been doing this. We're not even halfway through yet. Um, kind of same, kind of same thing that you were saying, where it's just like, all right, I think that we're going a little long in the tooth here, son.
I actually do like this one a good bit. I like the beat, and this is one of the random ones where I was like, "Oh wait, I know this song." I think the
Yeah,
"Only God Can Judge Me" hook is pretty cool. Like the vocoder, whatever it is going on there,
yeah,
is pretty
yeah.
sick. Um, yeah, I like this one.
All right. Trade and War Stories. I like this one a lot. I thought this one was cool. I like that. This is kind of like a cool. I mean, it's not really that much of like a metaphor, I guess, or like an analogy, but like I think it's cool. It's kind of a cool way to say like we both grew up in the hood in Compton, and we both had to do shit to survive, and we're like kind of trauma bonding almost, but like this is how we cope with the shit that we've had to do. I like the story he was telling a lot. I fully, again, going back to it, fully buy what he's selling here, and I think that I like this one a lot. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I forgot to say on "Only God Can Judge Me," we forgot to give a shout out to Rappin' Forte. Uh,
Dude, some of these
uh,
names are
I'm
crazy.
looking at the wiki because I want to get these names on there. So
Yeah.
Dramacidal, Sibo, and Storm um, are on this song. Um, and yeah, I'm with you. I actually think this is a sleeper track on the album. It's underrated. Mike Mosley and
Mhm.
Rick Rock, of course, can't forget about Rick Rock. Had produced this one, and yeah, I think it's a cool sentiment. I think this is a really cool, chill, like kind of gives me the vibe, like driving around late at night, kind of a
Mhm.
song. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, next up, California Love. Was shocked when I heard this on this album because I thought it was going to be like the popular version. But this is the remix, California Love, the song that we all know. Um, and I gotta say, every time I listen to the song, I was like, I have to listen to the other version now because I just prefer that version so much more. I think the beat, it's a pretty, they're very small changes. Well, it's not very small, but like they're relatively small changes that they made. But that version, the popular version, is so much better. So I kind of hate this song to an extent, only because like I want to hear. I mean, hate is a strong word, obviously, but like I just want to hear the other version so much. Every time I hear this.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I don't even really particularly like this version because of how much better the
Yeah.
other one is. Like they made it slower.
Yeah.
Obviously
It's like, why?
Dr. Dre is on this, and also Roger Troutman, who was the keyboard player, I think, in the band Zapp from the 80s, who were kind of like a
Hmm.
pre-hip hop dance band. Pretty cool band. But yeah, and just like Roger Troutman with the talk box at the end, just going for way too long. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just such a worse version of the song. It was,
Yeah.
in my opinion, a really bad choice not to put the single version on here. I get
I
if they
agree.
thought if they I kind of get it at the same point, like if they wanted to release both of them, but the other one's just so
That's
much
just
better.
such a better version. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's up? I ain't mad at you. I like this one. This was a really cool one. I think the piano was really cool. I really like the I don't know you probably know the woman singer who was
I
saying
know
I ain't mad
it
at
was
you.
actually Danny Boy, a man.
That is crazy. I did see it was featuring Danny Boy, and I was like, it must be him. But um, yeah, it just sounds like a woman to me. But maybe I
Yeah,
don't know.
it
Maybe I'm
does sound
remembering
like
it
a
wrong.
woman. It
But anyway,
does.
I liked his vocals. Um, I yeah, I liked the song. I thought it was a cool penultimate song.
Yeah, I think it was refreshing at this point on the album to hear kind of a jazzy song almost.
Hmm.
Not one of my more favorites, but I think it was cool. The piano changes are really cool, and the vocals are pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a solid little number.
Yeah. All right. What's your phone number? Brother, I ain't never had phone sex like this before. Holy shit. The last like 4 minutes of this song
That's like
are
half the
just
song.
it's like insane. I was like, dude, I feel like I shouldn't be listening to this. Like this is wild the things that they were saying. Um, but I mean, again, for what it was, I liked it. I thought it was just, I kind of didn't really know what it was though. Like, part of me was like, why include this just to kind of show like you get bitches? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, of course you do.
I
You're like the most famous rapper in the
yeah,
world. Why is that even a
yeah,
flex? We could have
yeah,
assumed that.
yeah. I did not need to hear all of that, but
Yeah.
I mean, again, I guess it was fine. It was just like it was really weird. Um, Sometimes, I mean, I guess not in a terrible way, but also not really in a great way. Uh, But yeah, no, this is a weird song. A very, very weird choice to end the first disc on this song.
Yeah, I've heard stuff, rap songs like this. It's definitely more so like the West Coast gangster guys that wanted to like brag
Yeah,
about their sexual encounters.
yeah.
Does a bear wipe his ass? Does a bear shit in the woods and wipe his ass with a white motherfucking rabbit? I've never heard that term before. And frankly, the first time I heard that, the fact that he repeated it again and said, "Is does a bear shit in the woods and wipe his ass with a white motherfucking rabbit?" That was blowing my mind. But
That's
other than
awesome,
that,
dude.
this song kind of sucks to me. It's just the beats
Yeah,
not even that good. It's like very
yeah,
like herky jerky. I feel like I'm supposed to be like trying to do some dance in like an 80s club.
yeah,
Not a great one. So that's book one, which is the
yeah.
longer of the two. Um, so as agreed to, I will start this one.
All right,
And it starts with Can't See Me, which has one of the coolest features on the albums. Um, George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelic, which
that's
is
sick.
cool because that whole genre was pretty much G-Funk was very influenced by his music. And
Hmm.
this is a cool song. This is a good way to restart the album. Um, yeah, this is cool. Another angry kind of lyrical and vocal thing. And George Clinton's hook is great. I like this song.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I liked it too. I fully agree. I think this is a really good decision to start this the second album with this song. I think basically what you just said, the hook was really cool. George Clinton added a lot to this song. I think it was just a good decision to add it in the way that it was. So I liked this song a lot and the placement on it as well.
Yeah. So the next song, Shorty Wanna Be a Thug, is one of the goofier hooks on the album. Um, book two is definitely, I think, leans a little more on just the G-funk side of things and just
Yeah,
kind of more lighthearted too. It's okay. It's an okay song.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was just like a little too wacky for me.
It is a wacky
Um,
song.
it was I was just not really at all expecting this from a Tupac song or album or anything. So I tried to like kind of take my mind out of the fact like not think like okay, this is Tupac, this is like gangster rap, but even when I did that, I was like I still just don't think his voice um lends very well to it, but yeah, I wasn't necessarily crazy about this song to be honest.
Yeah, so next song, Holla at Me, another G-Funk one. It's got the girl singing at the beginning. Hold on, I'm not doing a good job here. That would be, I don't know who that is. It actually doesn't say. Um, but yeah, this is another, like, it would be a great song to be like driving around in GTA too. I actually
Yeah.
think this one's pretty good. Not one of my more favorites, but I think it's a good song. And I do think
Hmm.
the track, the length of the album, like I think a lot of these, if you heard them individually, they would stand out more. And I think this
Yeah.
is a good example of that, where it's kind of like we're halfway through the album at this point, like we're in the middle part, right? And so things are blended together. But I will say, pretty much every song is pretty memorable in its own right. And I
Yeah.
think this is a good song.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it is, like you said, they are kind of all memorable in their own right. I was very worried, not very worried, but I was a little worried going into this, being like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna remember all these. But on my like second, third listen, I was like, oh wow, yeah, I kind of like I didn't know the songs off the top of my head, but as soon as they started playing, I was like, oh right, okay, yeah, I remember this. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, this song was good. I think I think I liked it. It wasn't the most memorable to me. Like I did have to like on the third and fourth listen have to be like, all right, this is what this is. But yeah, no, I liked it once I kind of got to it.
Yeah. Next song, Wonder Why They Call You Biatch. Uh, I actually really like this song, dude. This is just a fun song.
Hmm.
Nothing wrong with that little bit of misogyny in rap music, I would say. I mean, um, this probably wouldn't age well now, but
No,
this
yeah,
one is
no,
kind of actually, and also this one is kind of like a decent story where like he's talking about a girl that he grew up with, I assume, and he's like, why are like the thing about Tupac, and I think what makes him really good rapper is that he does do like the gangster rap thing, but he also like has made it pretty clear throughout the album that he has a more like introspective side of things to him as well, where he
yeah.
sees the greater picture of life, where like he's put in this scenario where he's like this gangster rap guy, but he seems like he's a pretty smart dude. And
Oh yeah.
I think this song exemplifies that great. This is one of the lawsuit songs where the anti-rap activists C.
Mhm.
Dolores Tucker sued Tupac's
That is the most
estate.
anti-rap name I've ever fucking heard in my life.
She's
Saint Dolores Tucker is crazy. You
yeah,
can't you've got to be pro rap if your fucking name
yeah,
is Saint Dolores Tucker. Even if you're not even actually pro rap, dude, you gotta be. You gotta at least pretend.
yeah.
Fucking name is Saint Dolores Tucker, dude.
Yeah, she had a long history of involvement in the American Civil Rights Movement, so she did a lot of good for the country, but hated rap.
Hmm. Hmm.
And she claimed that lyrics named her in this song as well as How Do You Want It. I didn't notice it personally. I also, I'm not gonna lie, I did not read every single lyric on the album, so
Yeah.
just a fun little tidbit.
Now I know I just talked shit about Saint Dolores Tucker, but kind of playing, I guess, devil's advocate for her, I can understand how you could see this type of music being harmful to black culture in general. Um,
I get it,
I can
but
see
it's
how,
music.
yeah, no, it is wrong. Like, I don't think you should silence any type of music, but I can see how you can get that. Now, however, going back to what you said, I think that it's a stupid person. Like only stupid people would be like taking this all at face value. Even though like I'm sure he had to do a lot of this shit. It was, but like you said, he does seem Tupac seems very introspective and very smart, and not like he, of course, wanted to do any of this. So like I think like that's kind of where the whole premise of like gangsters got to do what a gangster's got to do, you know? And I think that this song is kind of a response to that of like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You know, wonder why they call you a bitch, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When We Ride is not one of the more memorable ones to me. It's got a pretty cool beat, and it is a cool posse track. It's got Danny Boy again, Psych, and CPO, not CPH, CPO, and it's a fine song.
Mhm.
Or no,
Honestly,
I'm wrong. I'm sorry. This song has Outlaw Immortals on it. Not no.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
mixed up.
It's okay, dude. Happens to the
Which
best
was
of
like
us.
Tupac's rap group.
Yeah. I actually like this one. I thought this was pretty cool. I really like the beat was sick, especially like the bam, 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 bam. Like I thought that it was pretty simple, but it worked really fucking well. It lended. I think the Outlaw Immortals did a fucking great job. I thought they were a really good feature. I can kind of see where you're coming from, where it's like a little forgettable, but I like this one a lot actually. This is one of my favorites on the second book.
Yeah. Um, Thug Passion, I actually do like this one. I because the hook is killer from Miss Jewel. This one features Storm again and Dramacidal. And
Mhm.
yeah, I kind of like the lady voice singing the hook. And in conjunction with kind of the guys rapping on it, I think it's a pretty solid song.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Jewel does a fucking great job. I think the hook is really cool. Uh, I kind of also like getting it almost from like a woman's perspective of like, of course, like before this, it was like hair metal and shit, and they were like, "Oh yeah, women love us. Women think that we're fucking sexy as shit." And it's kind of like, well, women love rappers too, you know? And that's kind of what this is to me. So I think that that's cool.
Women
This
love
really is
musicians,
is
man.
women's love. That is true. Um, I think it is so far like kind of telling a pretty good story of like of this is like introducing like gangster rap and the way of life as a gangster, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you, Jack. I think that's a cool way of putting it. Picture me rolling. Um, Now this is another one with this is the one with Danny Boy Psych and CPO. Um, and I know I'm kind of blowing through these at the end here, but um,
No, no, no. Yeah, you're good.
so this is another okay one. It's not bad at all. It's got a cool guitar riff throughout it. Another example where I think if it was on a shorter album, we would be like, okay, this is a pretty solid song. But yeah, it's a good one.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the guitar riff is pretty cool. I do think that we are getting to a point now where it's starting to be like, all right, I'm kind of getting tired here.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, we are getting close to the end. So like, yeah, I think that, yeah, this one was cool. It wasn't super memorable, but yeah, it was all right.
Yeah,
Not my favorite.
Checkout Time featuring Corrupt and Psych. I think Psych is the guy with the really deep voice. Um, this is another cool one. I like the bum, bum, ba-da, ba, ba, ba-da. Like
Hmm.
the Moog synths on the album are a nice touch. And I feel like this is kind of the last album where truly of the G-Funk era. Like we're
Yeah.
kind of getting to the point of we're getting to other things in rap. But yeah, it's a pretty cool song.
Yeah, I like the synth a lot, especially at the very beginning, where it's like, uh, I don't know the word, but it's kind of like, boo, 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 from left to right.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool. Again, I really like that he implements women vocalists. I think that they're hitting the higher range and just hearing women in the background kind of thing. It just adds so much to this type of music. Um, so I think and we're of course proud feminists on the Liam YouTube
of
channel, of course,
course. Of
of course, of course, of
course.
course. So that's always good too. But yeah, no, I like this song. It was kind of like nice and chill, and you know, we need that in your life. All right, Liam, you got to say the entire title for this next one.
I'm gonna start going even faster because my battery of my laptop is on 7 and it's not
Oh,
charging. I think because we're on a long Zoom. But
okay.
Rather be your fella, you'd rather be your guy, rather be your dude, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty good song. It's a song sampling Bootsy Collins, Rather Be With
Mhm.
You. And I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's pretty cool. The sample is good. Didn't know it was Boozy Collins, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Pooch
But
Collins, friend of
yeah,
the channel.
no, no. Friend of the
All
channel, huge
Eyes
friend of the
on
channel.
Me to me is a fitting title track because I do think it is one of the highlights of the album. By the way, Richie Rich was on the last song. Sorry.
Hey up.
Uh, um, this one features Psych too. I love the hook on this. This is a great one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. This is one of my favorites on the album. Really, really fitting title track. I honestly am a little surprised it hasn't become more a little bit more iconic. But
I'm with
such
you.
a good title too. Such a good fucking title. All Eyes on Me. I like this one a
It's
lot.
true. And
Yeah.
then we've got Run the Streets featuring Michelet, Mutta. I don't even know, bro. And Storm. I know Michelet from Ice Cube dissing her and what's that song called? No Vaseline. Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
this is another pretty good female feature from her. It's
Mhm.
okay, but I like R&B, so some of these more R&B tinged ones I find tolerable, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
a solid song.
Yeah, no, I agree. I kind of like the little bit of a switch up. I mean, it's not a huge switch up, obviously, but a little vibe switch up. I think she did a great job. Storm and Muda did a great job. I think this was a pretty strong way to start the begin the end of the album.
Yeah, Ain't Hard to Find is a good posse track featuring E40, Be Legit, Sibo, and Richie Rich. Yeah, it's we're getting to the end here and we're struggling. We're struggling,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's honest again, in its own right, pretty good song.
absolutely agree. Yeah. First of all, shout out Richie Rich. We know a good friend Richie Rich Tabling. Got to shout out Rich Tabling
Yeah,
details.
Deets.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I kind of agree. It's getting to the end, and I don't hate the song, but I am finding myself very excited for this album to be over at this point.
And then, Jack, we did it. Heaven Ain't Hard to Find, track number 27.
Good
Um,
Lord.
featuring Quincy Jones, I guess. Did Quincy Delight Jones, sorry. Quincy
Do
Delight
not get that
Jones
wrong.
3. Quincy Delight Jones 3 produced this one. Um, this is an interesting way to end it. Heaven Ain't Hard to Find. I guess it's kind of a fitting song considering what happened to him. And
Yeah.
it's a solid enough closer.
Yeah. I do think that again, when you take into account what happened to him, it is really cool. It is a little weird that this is not like more of like an iconic like ending. Like this is one of the last songs he ever recorded. And that's kind of like spooky. But yeah, I think this is a really cool way to end the album. And we like you said, Lee, we did it. 27 down.
I will, yeah, and I just say I disagree with Jack. I don't think it's cool what happened at all. I wish he was still around. So I've got to
No,
disagree.
Liam, you misunderstand. No, dude,
Jack
no, no,
is
no,
my
no, no,
good
no, no, no,
friend.
no, no, no,
Jack,
no,
you're a good
no.
friend. I like having you as a guest, but I disagree with
Liam,
you.
I can't believe you're trying to cancel me right now.
Whatever, bro. Tune into episodes like 3 through 7, and I'm just getting canceled left and right.
Yeah, that
And
is true.
I even had to make a disclaimer in the love video, which
Yeah,
was
you
the
did.
one and
That was
only
pretty funny.
edit I ever made in these videos, because we're raw here.
Yeah, we are
Hail.
raw.
I will say I'm beginning to realize that California Love short radio edit was a bonus track, but at that point, who cares?
No,
Um,
yeah.
I will say, Jack, maybe my all-time favorite Tupac song is the first song on Don Killuminati, Hail Mary, which is the last
Uh-huh.
one. That's like an official
Okay.
Tupac album.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great song. Oh my God. Um,
I don't know that one.
so yeah. What do you like? What do you dislike about it? I'll go first.
No.
Um, it's so fucking long, bro. But
Yeah.
all things considered, with how long it is, I was kind of impressed how much it kept my attention the whole time.
Yeah. I 100 fucking percent agree. Before we did this and I found out it was 2.5 hours, I was like, dude, you got it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to remember all this. But like I said, once I did like second, third, fourth listen, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm down. I was shocked at exactly like you said, how much it kept my attention for so
Oh
long.
yeah.
So
And just
I was very impressed by that.
the G-Funk sound in general. Um,
Mhm.
I was kind of I used to like it a lot more when I was younger. I think I probably and more in line with like the East Coast sound. But like upon revisiting this, I'm like, yeah, dude, this was a great era for
Oh
just
yeah.
fun hip hop. Like I think we
Yeah.
got away from this a
I
lot.
am a East Coast hip hop apologist for sure.
Oh,
We're
really?
East Coast boys.
I thought you were more of a West Coast guy, like as
Well,
far
I
as
love Kendrick, but in terms of general sound, I really like the East Coast sound.
you too.
Like MF Doom, really
Yeah.
like MF Doom. Joey Badass is really good too.
Yeah.
Biggie, obviously.
Yeah.
I like the
Nas,
Wu-Tang.
Tribe Called
Yeah.
Quest.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I am an East Coast apologist, but um I think this is like such a love letter to West Coast hip hop. And before it was really even like this is almost like a prelude love letter, to West Coast hip hop. And you really have to do appreciate that. I do want to re-listen to the Kendrick some of the Kendrick albums now, especially like To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City, because this is just that those are just such a love letter to albums like this.
Yeah. I honestly could not have put it better myself. Like it is kind of a love letter to West Coast hip hop in a way.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the features, everything. I think if
Hmm.
this is an album to go out on, as far as we
It's a
always
great
talk
fucking album to go
about
out on.
like the greatest final albums in rock, and you get
Yeah.
like In Through the Outdoor in there and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
Queen and
Yeah.
the Beatles. But if in the general of music, I mean, it doesn't.
This is up
Yeah,
there.
this is up there.
Yeah.
Um, favorite and least favorite song. Least favorite song is "What's Your Phone Number," and it's not even really close. That's the
That's not a
song
bad
is just
choice.
bad. That's the
Yeah.
only song I think is just honestly just bad. Um, favorite song? I might have to go Two of America's Most Wanted. That's a cool one,
That's
man. But there's a lot that I love
yeah.
on here. Honestly, yeah, there's a lot of songs that I like a lot. Ambitious as a
Yeah.
Rider, All
Yeah.
About You. What else? Got My Mind Made Up. All those songs are just killer.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I honestly kind of forgot about What's Your Phone Number. I was gonna say the version of California Love, but yeah, What's Your Phone Number is just like yeah, that's pretty bad. Favorite, probably Ambitions as a Rider. That is such a fucking good song.
Good pick.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, like you said, let me look at the tracks again. Got My Mind Up, Made Up is pretty good. Scandalous is really good. All About You is really good. Like
All
it
About
starts
You
out pretty
might be
good.
like the best like discovery or
Yeah, I
rediscovery of the
agree.
album for
I
me. Like
agree.
that is
Yeah,
such a
I
fun
agree.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think my what I like about this album is I like that it kind of feels like an adventure and you're going through like a
it
Tupac
really
adventure.
does. It
And
really
like that's
does.
what like I'm honestly, dude, for two that it's too long, but for what it is, I think he did a really good job. And I will
I
say,
agree. I
splitting
agree.
it up into book one and book two, there was a few times where I listened to it where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna put book two on and listen
Oh
to it
yeah,
as its own thing. There was a
I did
couple
that too.
times where I listened to this straight through
Hmm.
and then there was a couple times where I just split them in half, and I don't think they work great as standalone albums. It is kind of a cool way to split them up. Um, and yeah, I think the biggest problem with this album is um, the length, really. Now, Jack
Absolutely
Jump,
agree.
would you say this is a overrated, underrated, or properly rated album?
I mean, this is a very highly rated album, so I think I'm going to say it's properly rated because some people say like this is the best hip hop album of all time. This is one of the best albums of all time, and I do not agree with that. However, so if anything, it's a little overrated. However, I do think it is properly rated just because, like you said, at the end of the day, this is a 2.5 hour, pushing 2.5 hour long album. But he did so much with it, and I really do appreciate it a lot. I really appreciate what it did for hip hop, for rap. It really changed culture at the time. So it is a little bit hard to say it's overrated, but I certainly don't think it's underrated. I think it's closer to overrated than underrated, but I'm going to put it right in the middle, properly rated.
I'll be real with you. I was ready to go into this video before listening to the album and just be like, this album is overrated. There's
Hmm.
been like three people in the entire world who have actually listened to it all the way through.
Yeah.
And Tupac is in general is overrated. Uh,
Hmm.
Tupac is probably not one of my more favorite rappers.
I agree.
It's not, he's still really good. And I don't dislike him at all. He's just never been one of my
Yeah.
top rappers ever. But I think this has to be properly rated. I mean, it is
Yeah.
like perfect
It,
for
it
what
has
it
to be.
is.
Yeah.
It's
I
perfect
agree.
for what it is. It's a great I mean, it's all here. If you need to listen to Tupac, just listen to this. I mean, this
Right.
is the only Tupac album I know, so I know that he's got one or two others that are very acclaimed, but I think it's properly rated. I don't think it's could possibly be underrated. Um,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
it's it's a good album. It's a really good
Hmm.
album. Um, shall we do it then? Final ratings?
I think so, Lee. I think so.
Um, I tinkered with this a little bit, but I think I will give it an 8 out of 10.
I also said 8 out of 10. I think
Now,
it's just a little
go
bit too
ahead.
long. I think it's just a little bit too long
I think
to be
there's
higher.
the I think there's a 10 out of 10 album in here.
I fucking that's a dude. I agree. Holy fuck! I did not even think about that. Yeah, dude. I 100% agree. If you trim some of the fat here, yeah,
But
I
it
agree.
would
Absolutely.
literally like the common like double album thing, and I like double albums, but this is different, bro. This is like not even
Yeah,
a double
yeah,
album. It's like a two CD package.
yeah, yeah,
Um, you would have to cut like over half the album for it to be 10 out of 10, though, is the problem with
yeah.
it.
I agree. No, I agree.
But there's really only one song that I don't like. Um, so it's an 8 out of 10 for me.
I think I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same way.
Yeah, so that would mean that it is now in the standings of our rankings as being a solid 8 out of 10. Thanks, CPH. You really messed this up. Let's see. And that would mean it stands uh, between Amy Winehouse, Back to Black is above it, but it is
Uh-huh.
above Crosby, Stills, and Nash, which seems to be the
Wow.
watermark of the channel, where we're always comparing
Yeah, we
everything
always say
against
that.
that. Um, but yeah, no, I actually had a lot of fun listening to this one, to be honest with you.
I did too. Yeah, it
It's
was a
a
good one.
good, nice weather album. It's a
Yeah,
got
yeah.
enough depth to it that it is long and keeps you interested.
Hmm.
Could have probably used a little more stylistic variety for being that long of an album, but I
Yep.
think overall it wasn't too repetitive. I mean, it was repetitive for sure, but it wasn't too
Yeah.
repetitive. So, Jack, does this make Tupac raise in your rankings as an artist?
Yeah, but it's almost like going from a credit score of 0 or like no credit to a credit score of like 750. So pretty
Yeah.
good. I like them, but like there are some other rappers I just know so much more and still like more. Again, I'm more of an East Coast guy in general, but yeah, no, I like them. I have respect. I've always had respect for him.
Yeah, I've always liked him and enjoyed his music, but he was always more of a songs guy than an album guy for me.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
yeah, no, I like Mr. Pac. This was a fun one.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be talking about him again on the channel at some point. So,
Yes. Yes. What's the next album there, Lee?
next we got Green River by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah. So,
That'll be a fun one.
y'all fuckers tune in next time and like, subscribe, and let us know what you think about Tupac in the comments.
See ya. See ya, fuckers.